Welcome. So picture this. 19th century London. Gaslight, rigid social rules, but underneath, secret psychical labs. And our way in today is, well, it's pretty terrifying. Imagine you wake up, strange room, mirrors everywhere, reflecting you, horrified.
Okay.
Only the man beside you is dead. Stone cold dead. Stabbed. And suddenly, you're the prime suspect.
Right, and that nightmare. That's exactly where Virginia Dean starts.
Yeah.
She's gifted. She can actually read psychical residue left in glass in mirrors.
It sounds like a truly high-stakes Victorian mystery. We're really diving deep into her investigation with Owen Sweetwater?
Owen Sweetwater, yes. An investigator whose talent is literally for hunting human monsters. It's quite specific.
We've got a whole stack of sources here tracing this case. It gets complex, deep family secrets, these terrifying clockwork weapons.
That kill from a distance, yeah.
And this rivalry between two groups, the Arcane Society, respected but very secretive, and the, let's say, more dubious Laybrook Institute.
Definitely more dubious. So
Yeah.
our mission here is to really pull apart the methods, the motives, and frankly, the killer's scientific ambition.
How did Virginia, seeing these after images of violence and Owen sensing raw energy, how did they solve murders the actual police just dismissed?
Exactly. And we need to reveal the mechanics behind weaponizing death itself. It's pretty chilling stuff.
Okay, let's start right there at that scene. Virginia Dean, the glasslight practitioner.
The last light, yes.
Okay.
That's the term.
She wakes up in this mirrored chamber. Lord Hollister is next to her, dead, and the optics are just terrible for her.
Oh, completely damning. Her dress looks like, a hasty passion scenario. There's a kitchen knife. She's the immediate obvious culprit.
But the room itself, that's the real clue, isn't it? This wasn't just any room.
Not at all. This is Hollister's basement lair, a mirrored chamber, specifically designed to reflect and amplify energy. He used it. Well, he used it to rape and murder young prostitutes for years.
Horrifying.
And Virginia, in her panic, actually finds another victim, a young woman named Becky, still alive, trapped nearby.
So that just flips the whole script. It's not a crime of passion, it's monstrous predation.
Precisely. And just as she's piecing this horror together, Owen Sweetwater shows up.
Just walks in.
Seemingly out of nowhere, yeah. Through a concealed door.
Yeah.
And he tells her straight up, "I've been keeping an eye on you. You were in danger."
Okay, who is this guy? Owen Sweetwater.
He's an operative for Jones & Jones, which is the investigative arm of the Arcane Society. And the name Sweetwater, it's notorious in these circles.
Well, they're notorious.
His family is known for a specific kind of dangerous psychical nature. They call it the hunter talent.
A hunter talent.
But his arrival is crucial. He instantly establishes Virginia's innocence. He uses his talent, his sense, to know she did not plant that kitchen knife in his chest.
So not based on evidence, but on energy.
Raw energy, yeah.
Yeah.
He reads the event psychically, and then he just casually picks the new lock that had trapped them inside. Shows his practical skills, too.
Okay, so this is the moment it stops being a simple murder mystery.
Exactly. The domestic narrative shatters. Now it's a psychical investigation. And Owen connects Hollister's death to something bigger.
Right. He reveals he's already investigating other deaths.
Yes, 2 other glass readers. Women connected to Virginia's own institution, the Laybrook Institute. Mrs. Radford and Mrs. Hackett.
So targeted victims, all glass readers from Laybrook.
Targeted, yes.
Right.
And killed by means that looked natural, but Owen suspected were, quote, paranormal, which led him to the actual weapons.
Not guns, not poison, but clockwork curiosities.
You got it. Small, charming antiques. He found a miniature carriage in Hollister's place and a clockwork dragon at Mrs. Radford's murder scene.
Okay, hold on. A clockwork dragon. How does a tiny toy dragon become a lethal weapon? This is where it gets really interesting, right? The mechanism.
This is the killer's genius, really. Horrifying genius.
Yeah.
The sources lay out this breakthrough, harnessing psychical energy and concentrating it.
Into what?
Into inert stuff like glass, the very thing Virginia reads. Then they integrate this charged glass into clockwork mechanisms.
So you've got a psychically charged object, and the clockwork acts as the timer and delivery system.
Precisely. They were activated by movement, maybe a person's aura. They launched this localized psychical attack, causing intense suffering.
Yeah, man.
Then the clockwork just runs down, the energy dissipates, and what's left looks like a natural death. No trace.
Wow. So the killer could be miles away.
Completely remote.
Oh.
Untraceable murder, basically perfected.
But you said these clockwork things were just appetizers. There was a bigger goal.
Much bigger. Hollister's mirrored room was key. Remember the energy amplification?
Yes.
The killer was building towards something huge, a terrifying experiment they called the Great Engine,
The Great Engine. What was it supposed to be?
the peak of their ambition. They wanted to use that mirrored chamber to ignite all the accumulated psychical energy, including the death energy of a strong glasslight talent.
Virginia. They wanted her death energy.
They intended her to be the final sacrifice, yes, to spark this colossal energy source. Think of it like a psychical cannon.
A psychical cannon? To do what? Just kill more people? Or...
No, the vision was grander, almost industrial. They genuinely believed this harnessed death energy could power ships, trains, maybe unlock fundamental secrets of the universe.
That's that line between scientific curiosity and just pure evil, isn't it?
Absolutely. Classic tension, genius mixed with utter sociopathy.
And Owen's hunter talent. It helped pinpoint the killer.
Immensely valuable. He could sense somehow that the killer was related to Hollister by blood.
Even though Hollister supposedly had no close family.
Right. Everyone believed that. But Owen's talent cut through it. He deduced it was a man and somehow connected to the Ladrick Institute.
Which narrows it down. Ladrick's founder, Gilmore Ladrick, or his assistant, Jasper Welch.
And the investigation revealed the truth. The Ladrick Institute itself was rotten to the core. It was basically run by the killers.
So who were they?
Jasper Welch, Virginia's colleague, the scientist, but also an illusion talent, and his twin half-sister, Alcina.
Alcina, Hollister's companion, the one who manipulated Lady Hollister.
The very same. She got herself made the sole beneficiary. And the big reveal. They were Hollister's illegitimate children.
Wow. Okay, so it's revenge and greed.
Both. Revenge and the Hollister fortune. But here's the really dark part. They found out their father was a monster. And then they partnered with him.
Partnered? To do what?
For 3 of the earlier psychical murders. Before they eventually turned on him, it shows their own morality was long gone. They were using his evil for their own ends.
Okay, wait. If they were using these remote clockwork devices, why was Hollister stabbed with a kitchen knife? That seems messy compared to their methods.
Ah, that's the twist. Hollister wasn't killed by the twins or their devices.
Then who?
Lady Hollister, his wife. It turns out Virginia's glasslight talent, during an earlier reading, had inadvertently shown Lady Hollister something.
What does she see?
Enough to make her realize her own daughter had likely been murdered by someone in the house. Probably your husband. So she was the one who finally snapped and stabbed him.
Good grief. So it wasn't part of the twins' plan at all, just overlapping vengeance?
Exactly. A tangled, messy end revealing how everyone in that circle was playing a deadly game.
Let's shift back to Owen, the hunter. His family motto is pretty stark. Talent is useful, but keep your dagger sharp.
It is, and it's literal. We learn Owen always carries a concealed dagger. It's a Sweetwater tradition, apparently essential for survival in their line of work.
And this hunter thing, it's more than just a job, isn't it? There's a darker side.
There is. A profound family secret he shares with Virginia. Being a Sweetwater hunter isn't just a talent, it's a compulsion, a drive.
A compulsion? How so?
If they don't actively hunt real monsters, the obsession turns inward. It leads to something they call night walking.
Night walking, that sounds bleak. What is it?
It's described as this slow, cold, empty doom. An absolute obsession that spirals into self-destructive risks, recklessness. Ultimately, a kind of suicide. It's the price of their power, you could say.
Heavy.
Very. And the sources are clear. Owen realizes his growing bond with Virginia, his need to protect her, his connection. It's the only thing keeping him grounded, saving him from that fate.
Wow. So he needs her as much as she needs him.
In a very real existential way, yes.
As the danger isn't just internal for him, is it? While he's juggling the twins and their plot, someone else comes after him.
Right. An external threat. A hired gun, basically. Another hunter talent named Newton. And he comes at Owen with something nasty.
What kind of weapon? Another clockwork thing?
No, something ancient, alchemical, a Quicksilver mirror.
Quicksilver mirror, what does that do?
It's bad news for someone like Owen. It emits intense psychical radiation. It's designed specifically to blind or even kill other sensitives like him. Essentially, it fries their paranormal senses.
The very senses he relies on to survive.
Exactly. So he's fighting these scientific killers, dealing with his own internal darkness, and now facing a supernatural weapon meant to neutralize his greatest strength.
How does he even survive that attack?
Pure instinct, really, and provocation. He basically goads Newton, pushes him into making reckless moves, forces him to lose control of the mirror.
So he wins, but at a cost.
He survives, yeah. But his senses are temporarily fried. completely scrambled. It just underscores the immense personal risk he takes constantly.
It's just layers upon layers of psychic danger and secrets, which makes this one detail from the sources feel almost oddly mundane, but fascinating.
Oh, you mean the discussion between Virginia and her friend Charlotte?
Yes.
Yeah.
About the contemporary medical treatment for female hysteria.
Oh, yes. The electrical device.
Vibrator.
Right. And Virginia's take on it is, well, quite something. She considers the therapeutic effect transcendent.
And superior to romantic affairs, as she puts it.
It's such a bizarrely human historical detail tucked into this terrifying psychical thriller.
It really grounds it, doesn't it? In that specific Victorian moment. Technology, whether it's clockwork death machines or electrical massagers, was being applied everywhere.
From powering trains to treating anxiety.
Exactly. It adds this little sliver of maybe dark historical humor.
Nah.
Reminds you these characters, even battling psychic monsters, are still part of their time with all its weird medical fads. So how does it all wrap up? The confrontation with Welch and Alcina.
It culminates in this massive chaotic showdown around the great engine. Welch, the scientist illusionist, and Alcina, the manipulator, they're trying to activate it.
And Virginia.
Virginia realizes the key. She understands how the engine works, how her own glasslight talent interacts with it, and she decides to overload it.
Uses her power against their machine.
Pushes her full talent into the system.
Yeah.
The great engine, this psychical cannon, it goes critical. Explodes. A massive chain reaction.
So they stop the superweapon and the killers.
Welch and Alcina are defeated in the chaos. Owen and Virginia succeed, but the fallout is significant.
How so?
Well, the whole investigation validates the Arcane Society's worst fears about unchecked talent. It completely exposes the corruption at the Laybrook Institute, run by a killer and an illusionist.
And underlines why J&J and hunters like Owen are seen as necessary, right, to deal with these psychical monsters.
Absolutely. And Virginia naturally wants nothing more to do with Laybrook after nearly being sacrificed.
So she leaves.
She cuts ties completely. And she accepts Owen's proposal of marriage. Their partnership, the thing saving him from night walking, is solidified. They survived.
It's quite the resolution. But the sources leave us with something more to think about, don't they? A bigger implication.
They do, this idea. If human predators with strong psychical gifts have evolved, then it makes a certain kind of evolutionary sense that hunters, like Owen Sweetwater, have evolved to counter them.
A hidden psychic arms race, almost.
You could see it that way, a fundamental conflict playing out beneath the surface.
And given that we saw the invention of weapons harnessing death energy itself, weapons born not from defense, but from this aggressive scientific ambition.
It really throws a question at you, doesn't it? If these paranormal talents are real and can be weaponized so terrifyingly, what's the ethical duty of those who have them? How do they regulate themselves?
And where is that line? Between exploring the unknown, pushing scientific boundaries, and just becoming a predator? Pure predatory evil?
Exactly. Where does curiosity stop and monstrosity begin? It's definitely something to ponder, maybe even as you look at the advancements and ambitions in your own world.